Okay, so I have almost completed this first row of single crochets. This is what it should look like. You should see this is your chain at the very bottom, and then these things sit up, and then they have this little kind of these V's on top. Much more clear, these V's, than your chain V's, okay? So that's what the single crochets look like. Now, I'm at the end, but I have two more stitches to go. You can see my two more chains. Can you see those two little holes there? Good, 1, 2. So I'm going to do those two. You're going to watch me. So I'm going to put it through, yarn over, pull it through the stitch, yarn over again, oops, and then pull it through both of those. And then I'm going to do one last stitch, put it through, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2 stitches. All right, now when you get to the end of a row of single crochets, and you're just going to keep doing single crochets the next row up, what you do is you chain one more time. One more chain. I need you to turn it this way. There you go. So I'm going to chain it. So yarn over, pull it through. That's a chain. And now I need to turn my fabric. Just kind of like in knitting where you have to like switch out the needles. We're going to turn just the fabric, okay? And this working thread is going to go back behind there. So now we're going to go across this way. We always are going this way. All right, so as you can see, here's the chain that we just did right here. You need to come in a little closer. There's the chain. And this is the first single crochet. And it's kind of tilted toward the back. It's tilted that way. But if I turn it this way so you can you see that V right there? Okay, so now the first time when we did single crochets off that chain, remember we only went in the first little strand, right? We just went in the first strand. Well, that's because that's pretty much all there was to the chain. But now we have a full stitch. So now when we single crochet on top of other single crochets, we go into the actual V and we pick up the whole V. So it's going to go under this kind of beige thread, and you just come in that beige thread right there. But I'm also going to grab this green thread because it's part of the stitch. So look at my hook now. You can see that it looks like I have 3 loops, although these are stuck together, these two. So this is really one stitch. And now I'm going to take my working thread that's back here behind my fabric here somewhere, and I'm going to yarn over just like I did before, and I'm going to pull through that V like it's one stitch. I'm going to pull through, yarn over, pull through my 2 loops just like we did before. It just looks a little different when you're going into the stitch now. All right, so there you can see that big hole. That's my first single crochet. This is a little gappy. All right, so then I'm going to go into the next stitch. This V looks kind of brown on both sides. Then we go through there, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2. Okay? Now, just want to be careful that I'm going along the top of those stitches right there. Those are my single crochets, and I'm going to single crochet all the way across again. And that's what we're going to do every single time. You're going to go back and forth on the rows, just single crocheting. Pull it tight when you put your crochet hook through the stitch. Pull this working yarn tight so it pulls everything nice and neat, and then pull it through, yarn over, pull it through 2 stitches. Now you see what it's starting to look like. It's starting to build up some more here. So I'm getting taller. My fabric's getting taller this way. All right, so you'll keep going, and when you get to the end, remember you'll do the last stitch, and then you will chain 1 and turn the fabric over, and keep going across the rows until you have a square.